connoisseur, Niles Plonk, and I'm here to introduce the classiest matches of 2017 with the National Wrestling League. And voted by you, the fans, comes in the Grape Stomp match, the classiest, most sophisticated original match in NWL history with the most controversial ending ever. Cheers.
It is now time to enter main event city. This is the first ever in the history of professional wrestling Grape Stomp match. Now, in order to win this match, the only way you can win is by placing your opponent inside the confines of this 4x4 fermenting pit full of grapes.
Now, Ryan, I want to make it perfectly clear to you that you cannot go down there and drink from that trough before one of the guys lands in it, okay? I know you really want to, but don't even dare to get up from this booth.
First of all, I've had a couple bottles already. I don't need the trough. But this man, Niles Plonk, has crafted this match for so long. He first ever stomped the Grapes match, which he says will be his calling card match in the NWL. And tonight will be the night that he firmly puts to an end his long-standing problem with Red Cloud.
That's right, Niles Plonk said that he especially developed this match for people with his kind of class and his kind of sophistication, and he hopes by throwing Red Cloud in there that Red Cloud's going to soak up some of that class and sophistication, and I hope Red Cloud buries him under those stomped grapes.
We'll see. I doubt that's ever going to happen. This man knows his way around a vineyard. He obviously knows his way around a ring. So he's got Belvedere out there to help him. I mean, this is a piece of cake.
One thing's for sure, I would not want to be in the warpath of one Lakota warrior. Red Cloud, and here he comes! What? And he just dropped a hammer on Belvedere.
He just attacked Belvedere from behind. That's a real great way for him to start.
Look at Belvedere getting his jacket removed.
Come on, Belvedere!
And now he's getting whipped like a government mule.
Come on!
I wanted to say that for years.
Why is he attacking Belvedere?
And Belvedere reeling from the onslaught. Yes! I love this, bouncing the head of that bald head of Belvedere off that security railing.
He's not even part of the match. Look, he's choking him out with his tie.
Lakota warrior is making a point. He's making a statement here that no longer will he be pushed around by anybody under the employment of one Niles Plonk. And look at that, drops him throat first over that security railing. This is a message, Ryan. This is all this is.
You know what? He's attacking a defenseless butler.
Defenseless.
He's a Welsher. He should have still been the butler anyway. This is horror. This is apprehensible. This is horrible. Reprehensible, yes. Come on.
I think Belvedere might be dead. Look at Niles Plonk.
So flustered. This is horrible. Belvedere's being carried out.
This is mental warfare now. This is physical and mental warfare, and that's exactly what the Lakota warrior was doing by taking out Belvedere. He's sending a message, and Niles Plonk doesn't care about him.
Yes, he does. That's his butler. He's upset with Belvedere.
Wait, keep your eyes on the Lakota warrior. He just took flight and took out all the members of the staff in Belvedere, and Niles Plonk moved out of the way just in the nick of time. Like a 747 flying through the air. That's impressive by the Lakota warrior.
They had a whole game plan in mind. They told me what was going to happen. Belvedere was going to help them, and they were going to finish Red Cloud once and for all. This is so not fair to Niles Plonk.
So you're admitting that they had a plan of going 2-on-1 against the Lakota warrior?
Yes, they did, because they know that he should still be working for Mr. Plonk, and I'm talking about Red Cloud. He lost that bet.
Look, he's close to that vat of grapes. This could be it.
So as you know, somebody has to get thrown into there, and they will be the loser. And like I said, you know who knows their way around a wine toad? That is Niles Plonk. Look at this, stomping. Let's stomp the grapes right now. Let's do it now.
Niles Plonk taking out the Lakota Warrior taking advantage of his quickness maybe. And now he's throwing some hard right hands into the face, hoping to get an advantage. Look at the Lakota Warrior reversal, the Irish whip, up into the rafters, and back down goes Niles Plonk. And there's a gorilla. Throw him in! Throw him in!
Oh, thank goodness he didn't do that.
Gorilla press slam.
No!
Oh, look at this, another one. Look at the strength on the Lakota Warrior. Well, that's a long way down for Niles Plonk to fall. Yes, now he's going to go in.
No. Oh, man. That
So
was
close.
just a couple feet away from falling into that vat of wine. The NWL is brought to you by Mr. Plumber, Inc. You can put your trust in Mr. Plumber for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Our skilled technicians provide unparalleled service, competitive prices, and exceptional quality. Call Mr. Plumber today at 913-238-1498. And by Champion Tattoo and Piercing, Johnson County's premier custom tattooing and piercing studio. Stop by the shop located at 1016 East Santa Fe in Olathe, Kansas.
There's cost-cutting measures in this company. You're talking about waste. Maybe you should be fired.
No way. Way too valuable for this broadcast.
Hard
on,
right
Niles.
hands to the face by Niles Plonk.
Niles, just pick him up. You've won. Pick him up and throw him in.
Niles Plonk feels victory is within his grasp right now as he has that cocky, arrogant, smug look on his face. And he wants to dunk the Lakota Warrior into that vat and humiliate him one more time, as if the humiliation he caused the Lakota Warrior for the last 5 months wasn't good enough. He wants to add a little icing on that cake.
Yes, he should. I mean, this was his butler. He should still be pouring his wine.
Look at this. Now Niles is definitely going to be looking to stomp the grapes here on the chest of the Lakota Warrior. Don't let, oh, there it is. He's stomping those grapes, and that could be a precursor to him throwing him into those vat of grapes.
It is. It's over. Now it's time to pull up the old knee pads and throw him out.
I just think he flicks some sort of remnants onto the face, just insult to injury. Insult to injury. Niles Plonk, his thing with the Lakota Warrior is always trying to insult the man that has such a proud heritage. He has so much pride in where he comes from, and Niles will do nothing but throw dirt on that reputation.
Come on. Plonk, you have this.
Some clothesline there, and oh, look at Niles swinging around with almost like a bulldog into his knee, and then there's a jumping bulldog into the canvas. The Lakota Warrior might be out of it here, signaling for this cork. Could be what we know has a corkscrew elbow drop, drives it right in the chest. Oh, look, oh
What?
no, oh no.
What is this?
The Lakota Warrior is up, and he is angry.
The corkscrew elbow had no effect on him?
The corkscrew elbow may have just fired up the big man. And look at that, just taking him by his head and his hair and throwing him across the ring. I saw some beard fly out there too. And number 2, and the Lakota Warrior, jumping leg lariat, takes down Niles Plonk.
Come on, Niles, you had this in the bag. Come on, just throw him in the tote and end this thing. Teach him who's boss, like you still should be.
Oh, look, we could be seeing that bow and arrow. We've seen him put away so many opponents in the... Oh, Niles Plonk moves out of the way and drives his head into the top turnbuckle.
That's right. Now he's outsmarting Red Cloud as Niles.
Now up and over to the apron of the ring. Oh, hard forearm shot right to the face. What is Niles doing?
I don't know.
Rarely goes to the top rope, and he made a mistake there as he gets planted with a spine buster.
Planted like next year's crops. This is horrible.
What is the Lakota Warrior doing here? Could he be trying some sort of painful? Oh my goodness, one arm. Almost like a modified. He's tapping out, but there is no tap outs in this matchup. He has to throw him in that vat of grapes to win this match, but I think he's just inflicting punishment on Niles Plonk.
He's getting some real joy out of this for some reason. Come on, don't throw him in the toe. No.
It looks like now he's starting. What? Who is that? That's Rashid Ali. Rashid Ali is here. What is he doing in here? I know he has an alliance with Niles Plonk.
Help him!
But now he's paid for his transgressions. The Red Cloud Thunder Power Slam.
Come on, Rashid, you're supposed to come in. That was the play. You come in and help Niles.
There's that $300 shirt or whatever he says.
$1,500.
Oh, low blow, low blow.
How about right into the grapes right there?
Who is Niles? Niles is signaling for, oh, here he comes again.
Belvedere's back. Now the plan's back in action.
Talk about sour grapes. Here comes one of the most sour in all of wrestling. That's Belvedere. What has he got in his hand?
Corkscrew.
Is that a corkscrew? Oh, he can't. If he hits Red Cloud with this, it's over, and they're just going to dump him in that vat of grapes. No! Oh! He just clocked his employer with that corkscrew, and Niles Plonk is out.
Belvedere, you're out cold. Then you come out and hit him in the face with a corkscrew. I don't know if Belvedere should still have a job after this.
I think I saw Niles' eyes go cross. Oh, yes, yes, stop the grapes on him now.
No.
It's time, Lakota. Get your revenge. 6 months of torment. There you go.
Oh, that's his move.
280 plus pounds, stomping the grapes on the chest of Niles Plonk.
Come on, Niles, throw him in. Just throw him in right now. Just throw him in right now. Come on. Oh, no.
The Lakota Warrior has him up. Throw him in there, Lakota.
Oh, yes.
Niles finds a way out. What is he? Wait, no. He's teetering dangerously above that vat. If he falls in, this match is over. He's only holding on by one hand.
Oh, no.
Oh, he switched hands to the middle. Look how close he is to that vat.
He's in there. Come on, get him.
And this match is, what? No! Oh, look, would you look at that? Yes, this match is over. The Lakota Warrior Red Cloud has dunked his former employer in that vat of grapes.
He should still be his employer, and this is horrible. He had him in there. He was within inches of going in himself. Come on.
Now Lakota needs to stomp him in there. Keep him under for a few minutes.
What is that? You trying to drown him in wine? That's horrible, Ben.
Look at him looking like a drowned rat in a vat of his own concoction. This is what we call poetic justice here on the NWL.
This is injustice. And what is Belvedere?
Oh, now Belvedere's like, yeah.
Belvedere.
He's falling in there. That's awesome.
Did Belvedere do anything right?
Now you go down there and try to help him.
I'll go down there.
Yeah, go down there and try to help him right now.
No, come on. Belvedere, get over there. Rashid, Belvedere, can somebody help him?
This is the best night of my life on NWL television.
Your life's pretty sad then, but come on, Niles.
Look at him, he's covered in his own, those rinds and those skins of those grapes. Oh man, this is amazing.
This is not the way it was supposed to work. Niles was supposed to win this match. This is his calling card.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, but in this case, it's a dish best served out of a bottle, especially for Niles. Look at him, he looks pathetic.
Look at the grapes all over his face. Poor Niles, and there's not even a shower here.
Yeah, this is great. All right, folks, we gotta go. For Ryan McGillicuddy, I'm Ben Miller. Good night and grape fight.
Who's gonna mop this place?
– 2017 was a great year for the NWL, and the greatest moments unsurprisingly revolved all around the Mile High Magnum. So let's take a look back at the first ever NWL Championship match, Dak Draper versus Blaine Meeks in the finals of the NWL Championship tournament.
I've got chills from the bottoms of my feet to the top of my head. This is perhaps the biggest match in the history of our company. Dak Draper, the Mile High Magnum, is taking on Blaine Meeks for the first ever Kansas City Championship.
Well, you know, I don't know about your mental or physical condition. Maybe you have the flu, but I will agree with you about this. This is the biggest match in the history of the NWL. Dak Draper, Blaine Meeks, first ever Kansas City champion. I can't wait. I've been waiting all week for this match.
I think the fans here in attendance and the fans watching us on 38 The Spot are in for a treat. This main event, this what you're watching right now, could be the seminal point of the short history of the National Wrestling League.
When this tournament started just a couple of months ago and we started as a company, would you have thought that it would be Blaine Meeks and Dak Draper? I'll tell you what, I have been thinking Dak Draper all along. Blaine Meeks has been a surprise to me.
There he is, the do-gooder, if you will, the man without fear, Blaine Meeks. And you're right, Christopher, a lot of people maybe counted Blaine Meeks out at the beginning of this tournament, but one thing's for sure, one thing that's persevered since the start of this tournament is the heart that this young man has, and it's carried him to the finals against somebody like the Mile High Magnum. And would you look at this, this is one of the reasons why he's so beloved in Kansas City.
Because he steals children? I don't get why people like this guy. Look,
Where
where is he going with her?
This is one of the great fans here in the Scottish Rite Temple with the Go Meeks sign. This is why the National Wrestling League means so much to so many people. What a good guy this Blaine Meeks is.
Listen, I have had my troubles with Blaine Meeks in the past. This guy's sticking his nose into other people's business, but all of that we're going to push aside for right now because we got bigger things to talk about, and that is the first ever Kansas City Championship. And I will say this, Blaine Meeks certainly deserves to be there. He has had some fantastic victories on his way to this final match.
And I want all the fans at home to notice the look in the eye of Blaine Meeks. It's usually more happy-go-lucky. This young man is focused. He is focused and wants that belt right there, the Kansas City Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall and is for the NWLKC Championship title. And it is the main event of the evening. Let's get ready to wrestle. Introducing to you first, to my left, from Denver, Colorado, at 6'5", 260 pounds, the Mile High Magnum, Dak Draper.
Dak Draper in phenomenal shape. This guy's been training very, very hard. Look at him. That guy is ready, isn't he?
And right now, introducing his opponent, right here to my right, from Austin, Texas, at 6 foot tall, 195 pounds, the man without fear, Blaine Meeks.
You know, the best thing about that introduction is that I was surprised that Don Diablo knows his right from his left. He actually got it right this time.
Surprised you haven't said anything about your favorite powder blue suit that Don Diablo is wearing for this special occasion. And that's what this means to both of these athletes. That championship held by the referee for this evening, referee Nick Chin. That is a beautiful championship, and it is a great representation of this great city. And that's what both of these guys are fighting for.
Absolutely. You know, Nick Chin said that he was very honored to be selected as the referee for this title match. I just hope he doesn't screw up.
And the bell has sounded and we are underway, and I cannot wait. The tension has been building all week long since we found out that it was going to be Dak Draper taking on Blaine Meeks, and this is a historic match that I hope all of you have set your DVRs for. I cannot wait for this to really get going.
Both of these guys really have stepped up their game in the last couple of months. So, of course, we saw Blaine Meeks taking on the powerhouse Red Cloud. I think a match that I did not think he could win, and he did it. And then, of course, we see Dak Draper as he battles with Niles Plonk. Really saw a vicious streak, busting open Niles Plonk, making him bleed all over the Scottish right temple. These two guys want this title. You can tell by the look in their eyes and just by the way that they are going after this match in these early goings.
And already Blaine Meeks on the offensive here, which I did not expect. They're jockeying for position right now, exchanging, Greco-Roman positioning here. Blaine Meeks gets the better of that and has a waist lock wrapped around Dak Draper. Dak Draper picks the heel out, locks in an ankle lock, and Blaine Meeks rolls out of it. We're at a stalemate here. Quick opening to this match. I expected it to be much more methodical and to be controlled by Dak Draper.
Which just goes to show these guys are tired of waiting. They want to see an outcome just like the rest of us, and they're really going after it right now. I would not, if I were Blaine Meeks, get into a catch-as-catch-can wrestling match with Dak Draper. This guy got a great, tremendous amateur background. Blaine Meeks has got to fly.
A lot of people forget that Dak Draper was a blue-chip athlete throughout his entire life. Amateur wrestling, football, any sport that this young man could get his hands on. Not only did he play, but he excelled at. And someone like Dak Draper should never be underestimated when it comes to his mat-based skills. There he goes, shooting for the leg. Speaking of mat-based skills, shooting for the leg here. Going behind Blaine Meeks and locks on a waist lock. Dak Draper is immensely talented. Too bad he's the most cocky wrestler that we have on our roster.
Listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's not cocky, he's convinced.
Convinced, right.
Absolutely. Look at this guy. He is the absolute prototype of what a pro wrestler should be. He's long, he's lean, he's in great shape, he's strong, all of those things.
Hammerlock applied right now on Blaine Meeks. Blaine Meeks rolling out of the hammerlock. Sweeps the leg out from under Dak Draper. Goes for a quick cover. Only gets a 2 count.
I think Blaine Meeks stole that move from Spider-Man.
Locks it in a front chancery, and Dak Draper just slips out. Look at him rolling over onto Blaine Meeks, really putting all of his body weight, now slipping into a front chancery of his own. Blaine Meeks slips out of that, locks it. I mean, these guys are going tit for tat here, hold for hold in the opening moments of this contest. And we're back here in this NWL KC Championship match. Floats over now, locks in a head scissors.
These two guys have been going at it back and forth for a couple of minutes here right now. It seems to me like yes, they want to be aggressive, they want to go after each other, but neither one of them really wanting to make that first mistake because it could be all over just that quick from either one of these guys. They've both shown that ability in the past to just end it just like that.
Nice shoulder block, takes the big Dak Draper off of his feet. Blaine Meeks showing excellent power. Put a little jump in that, put a little extra momentum into that shoulder block, making sure he takes the big 6'5" Dak Draper off his feet.
Blaine Meeks' conditioning is absolutely unparalleled. This guy is you could also argue that he is the prototype of a great professional wrestler. Not real tall, but he's tall, he's strong, he's very, very lean. A lot of folks will say, oh, well, he's got good genetics. But this guy is a guy who, well, he walks it like he talks it. He's eating the chicken breast, he's eating the broccoli, all of those things. These two guys just show you the type of caliber of athlete that we have here in the NWL, and it's no surprise why either one of these guys are in the finals.
We're going for a roll-up here. Gets a 2 count. Blaine Meeks looking to take home a victory. Early crucifix. Rolls him up. 1-2. Dak Draper rolls out of it. Puts a head right in the midsection of Blaine Meeks. Puts it into that momentum by the man without fear. Blaine Meeks rolling off the back of Dak Draper. Going for another sunset flip here. Dak Draper rolls through. Tries to stomp or kick the face off of Blaine Meeks. Blaine Meeks under, now over Dak Draper. Showing great agility. Looking for that cross body block and gets his neck put over the top rope by the mile-high Magnum. Vicious spinning elbow.
That sequence of events right there just shows you how well these two guys have scouted each other over the past couple of months. They're not strangers to each other at all. Dak Draper will play it off that he is not really impressed with Blaine Meeks, but you can tell he's been doing his homework. Knew that he was going for that crossbody.
No matter how cocky Dak Draper appears to be, he is a student of our great sport, so no doubt he's been studying film on Blaine Meeks and how to stay one step ahead, because what matters most to him is that Kansas City championship. Dak Dak Draper remains on the offensive field, wrapping that arm and shoulder around that top rope. Referee Nick Chin putting a count on him. He has till 5 to break that. Oh! And just kicks that top rope, really wrenching down on that arm and shoulder of Blaine Meeks. He knows that part of Blaine Meeks' offense is that comic mischief long blower backcracker maneuver. If he takes out the arm, vicious clothesline by Dak Draper, Blaine Meeks is going to be able to execute comic mischief without the use of one of his arms.
Absolutely. You know, the body is like a table. You take away one of the legs and they fall over, right? And that's exactly what he is doing to Blaine Meeks right here, working on that arm now, working on the chin. Just really being as aggressive as he possibly can. We've really seen this mean streak from Dak Draper, and that's exactly what it's going to take for either one of these two guys to be successful tonight. I think Blaine Meeks is thinking he's reading a comic book right now. He's been really put to the test here by Dak Draper.
Elbow strikes to the midsection by Blaine Meeks. Oh, and uses the hair and jerks him right down into the mat by the back of his head, just rebounding off the center of the ring there. And those are the kind of tactics and maneuvers I cannot get behind with somebody like Dak Draper. He's so immensely talented, he doesn't need to resort to pulling the hair of Blaine Meeks to pick up a victory here tonight.
Listen, you're right. It is easier to pull the hair and to just throw him down in the back of his head, and that's why Dak Draper did it. He knows this is going to be a long match. He's going to take every shortcut, every advantage that he can. So if you were a real winner, you would understand that that's what winners do. They take advantage of situations and they create their own advantages. Maybe they have to bend the rules just a little bit here and there.
The NWL is brought to you by Flying Monkey Beer, doing things that are fun with people who are cool since 1996. And by the Windy Wine Company, fun wines, good times. Also by Local Pig, located just east of City Market, a whole animal butcher shop featuring locally sourced animals raised outdoors with no hormones or antibiotics.
Kicks Blaine Meeks right in the stomach and an elbow right into the back of the head, puts it into that momentum Blaine Meeks was trying to put together.
Every big championship match throughout the history of professional wrestling at some point turns into a little bit of a street fight. We're seeing some of that right now.
Both men looking for an opening here, jockeying for position. Nice reverse elbow by Blaine Meeks, and there's that flipping clothesline that Blaine Meeks has used. Nice leg lariat.
How is Blaine Meeks still on his feet? The amount of punishment that this man has taken throughout this match. Here he goes. No.
I didn't know what he was doing there. Hits the ropes, puts the brakes on it. Now hits off the other ropes. Tope suicida through the second and third rope. Going back into the ring. What is he doing here?
Is he going for another one?
Tope cone. Pillow crashes down on the Mile High Magnum.
He rolls it back to the ring. He goes for the cover. He might have him right here.
This could be it. 1, 2.
No.
Oh my goodness, almost a 3 count after those 2 unbelievable aerial maneuvers by Blaine Meeks.
What are these?
Putting it all on the line.
Unbelievable action. What are these two guys going to have to do to each other to win? They're both showing us things that we've never seen from them before. And they're still both getting on their feet. They're still both here.
And look at Blaine Meeks, the look on his face. He's so determined. He's so determined to put away Dak Draper. This could be it. Mile High Doctor.
He got him. He got him. This is it.
1, 2,
new champion.
3. No.
Unbelievable.
Blaine Meeks gets the right shoulder up.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Nick Chin almost counted 3s, telling Dak just inches away from the 3 count. I thought that was it.
We have never seen anybody kick out of the Mile High Doctor Bomb. Blaine Meeks did it right there. Sure, he's worse for wear right now, but he's on the outside of the ring. This is good for Blaine.
Blaine Meeks wisely rolls to the apron. I cannot believe he just kicked out of the Mile High Doctor Bomb, and he's fighting back against.
Wow!
Drop kick
to the floor.
Drop kick, unbelievable drop kick by Dak Draper. putting a stop to the offense of Blaine Meeks. It looked like Blaine Meeks was going for a springboard maneuver, and Dak Draper catches him out of midair with a drop kick. What is Dak Draper doing? Going to the top rope?
No. Oh, thought better of it.
He thought better of it. Now back up
here
to
he
the
goes.
top rope.
Wow.
High cross body to the outside by the 6'5". Dak Draper, unbelievable.
Dak Draper, not a guy that goes to the top rope ever. It just goes to show you how much this title means to these guys. They're throwing it all on the line. I have never seen Dak Draper hit the top rope like that. It almost cost him, but it certainly looked like that risk paid off. Both these men, though, I don't know if either one of them is going to be able to get back into the ring. We might have a double count out here.
Dak Draper, unbelievable. I have never seen agility like that from a 6'5" man such as Dak Draper. I mean, he literally leapt on the top rope like a cat, like somebody like Blaine Meeks. Unbelievable action here. I cannot believe that these guys are pulling out all the stops to get that prestigious first Kansas City championship.
Both men making it back in before the 10 count, but both of them really struggling to get to their feet. Neither one of these guys, man, both of them are ripe for the pickings right now. Just who wants it more right now? What is it going to take to see a finish in this match? Both of these guys put through hell.
Both of these men are completely and totally spent. Dak Draper looks like he could be locking in a brainbuster or a suplex here. Lifts him up. Now he's sent him on the top rope.
Is he going up top?
What could the Mile High Magnum be thinking here? I mean, we've seen everything. Knowing him, he might pull out a top rope hurricane.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Looks like they're going for a superplex.
Looks like he's setting him up for a top rope.
Dak is going to the top rope.
Dak,
oh my goodness.
Dak put him all the way on the top rope. And crashes down with a top rope superplex. And look at the look in the eyes of Blaine Meeks. He could be out here.
Look at him. It looks like there is nobody home right there. And Blaine Meeks, both these men not moving. That's the thing about a superplex like that. You're falling from a long way up. Both these men took a lot of punishment on that. I don't know if either one of them is going to be able to answer the bell. We might have, like I said, we might have a double count out right here. How can they go on after all this punishment?
7, and Blaine Meeks kips up to his feet. Oh no!
Well, no, what the hell?
It
shouldn't end like this.
No, this is the Howlets. It can't end like this. No!
Pump kick, whoa, pump kick from Lionel.
Look at him,
Blaine Meeks is out. Blaine Meeks is out. That is going to do it right there. He goes for the cover. This is it.
1, 2.
No!
Blaine Meeks refuses to lose.
Unbelievable. Oh, here's the Royal Blood.
The Royal Blood are out here.
What are they doing here? They're coming after the Howlets.
They're attacking the Howlets. Marco and Lionel Howlett are being assaulted by the Royal Blood. Finally, someone is putting it in to the Howlets.
Listen to the reaction for the Royal Bloods here in the Scottish Rite Temple. It looks like they're not done with them yet, or they're going to head after them.
They're telling Blaine, they're giving Blaine their support. Now they're heading out the door, chasing the Howlets down. The match is still on. It did not end that way, thank God. Now Dak has him up. What is he going for here? Blaine going for a cover. 2. Dak just spit with exhaustion.
Comic Mischief.
He
got him.
He connected.
This is it.
This could be it. 1, 2. No. Match still on. Dak Draper gets his left shoulder up, and look at the look on the face of Blaine Meeks. He cannot believe it.
Blaine Meeks is battered. He is busted, but he is in this match. Look at the look on that face. Man, this guy is determined. I've never seen that look on his face. He's going up top. What's he going to pull out here?
Going for up top. We've seen everything here tonight in this historic championship match. Going to the top rope.
High cross body
block.
He hurt himself.
See the impact.
Wow.
The impact actually sent him off the body of Dak Draper.
This is
1,
it.
2. No. Dak Draper gets his left shoulder up just in the nick of time.
Everything that these two guys do to each other right now not only hurts their opponent, but it hurts them as well. I don't know what is keeping these guys on their feet. The love for that title, the fact that they want to be the very, very best here in the NWL. I guess that's the only thing keeping them up. Oh, we've seen this before.
We've seen this before against Lakota Red Cloud. This could be that flipping comic mischief. Dak Draper struggling, fighting his way out of it.
He knew that was it.
Series of right hands to the face of Blaine Meeks, and Blaine Meeks fighting back off the top rope. And again, these Dak Draper in the face. Could be going, looks like he might be locking him in a tornado DDT.
He's looking for something.
And if he connects with this could be over. Dak
shows
Draper
him off wisely. Throws Nick Chin in front. Boom.
Rolling forearm smash to the face. Hooking him with a gut wrench.
Smart move, this is it.
Mile high.
Oh, God, he didn't let go.
He didn't
He's going again.
Now he
another
connects with the Dr. Bomb. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, we have a new champion.
We have the first ever Kansas City champion, the Mile High Magnum, Dak Draper.
Unbelievable matchup. I told you this guy was the odds-on favorite. This guy is showing you why he is the blue chipper, why he is the only wrestler that matters here in Kansas City. Dak Draper, your first ever Kansas City champion. Unbelievable matchup.
That is one of the greatest matchups I've ever seen in my entire life. And we saw it right here in the Scottish Rite Temple. And Dak Draper is your first ever NWL Kansas City champion.
Folks, if you have not seen an event live here, the electricity here in the air is unbelievable. Dak Draper, your first ever Kansas City champion. Here comes Major Basin, going to crown our champion right here on 38th the spot. This is unbelievable. What an unbelievable matchup we had here tonight.
And he just took it away from Major Basin, and the celebration has started. Dak Draper, the Mile High Magnum, is the first Kansas City heavyweight champion. We are ready for wrestling history to take place.
The NWL is the future, and the future is now.
Here comes the Royal Blood, double tope, powerbomb, and he just powerbombed him on those steel tacks. We got your attention yet?
Just shout till they carry you out, you won't be able to speak no more. Stand up for a better view, boy. I'm a star, you know it, hey. I'm a star, you know it, hey. I'm a star, you know it, know it.
One of my favorite moments in 2017 was stepping into the ring with someone I have a lot of history with. From working at Impact Wrestling, traveling the world together, and both of us being competitors in the first ever WWE Mae Young Classic Tournament, Mia Yim. This match was one that will forever be etched in my heart, as it was the first ever women's match in the NWL history. Let's take a look at how that match went.
4 a.m. when you're going to make a phone call to some stranger you met at Applebee's, you're going to be wishing that you had Dak Draper in your bed.
And they high-fived after that slap across the face of the Mile High Magnum. Then Mia Yim took advantage of that brief moment of kindness and kicked Marty Bell right in the stomach. And we are underway here, Christopher, for our first ever female competition.
Mia Yim is a very, very dangerous individual. She's very martial arts oriented, and lots of chops, just like that.
Chop Marty Bell right across the chest. Like you said, very skilled hands and feet, and the woman can fly. She can really do it all. I mean, and we've seen that in other rings across the world. And there's another knife-edge chop right to the chest of Marty Bell.
Really has been all Mia this entire contest, really gotten from the opening bell, isn't it?
And there's a chop of her own from, oh my gosh, Marty really I've never seen this side of Marty. I mean, I've worked together closely with her for the past few months, but I've never seen her in this kind of a move. She is ready to fight here in the Scottish Rite Temple. And Mia Yim gets a close-up view of the backside of Marty Bell.
Well, you know, when you are a competitor, that fire really never goes out of you, right? It just takes a little, maybe goes dormant for a while, but then something like this comes up and it really brings it out of Marty Bell.
Oh, recovered quickly after that rear view shot of Marty Bell. What is Marty Bell going for here? Hurricanrana takeover by Marty Bell, nicely executed, and she is firing on all cylinders here tonight. Drops her face down right over the knee. Oh, pump thrust kick connects with the face of Mia Yim, and Mia Yim is scattering to the outside, wanting to collect herself here.
Well, I don't see any ring rust on Marty Bell. She is certainly doing very, very well for herself, very aggressive already this evening.
What is she going for here? Dives right on top of Mia Yim to the outside. Marty Bell, she is fire on the mic here in the NWL behind the scenes, but she's showing a lot of fire in the ring. And like you said, maybe that's a fire that never burns out. Although she's been out of action for a few months, she does not show any signs of ring rust. Going for a kick here. What does Mia Yim have her up on his shoulders? What's she doing for it here?
Right there. Wow.
Dropped her face first on the ring apron.
We've said it before, these two know each other very, very well. Mia Yim obviously had that in particular well scouted, and she's all over Marty right now.
What is she doing with Marty Bell right now? Drives her into that ring post back first with authority. Mia Yim showing an unusual vicious streak here to her friend, former friend, but like they said, like I've heard before, oh, look at that, sign of disrespect there for Mia Yim, but like I've heard before, good friends, stiffer enemies, so maybe this is an agree to disagree type of situation here.
Where did you hear that before? Can you tell me where you've heard that? I think you just made that up.
In the past somewhere, I don't know where I heard it.
Sure. Well, you hear everything in the past. Once you hear it, it's in the past. Man, what school did you go to? Were you homeschooled? Your parents not very bright?
Mia Yim stomping on the bed. Don't attack my parents. This isn't about my parents. Hard kick right to the chest of Marty Bell.
Listen, we've been talking an awful lot about Marty Bell. Let's talk about Mia Yim here for a second. She knows that the NWL is the place to be. She knows that this is a great opportunity to show major bases. Look, women's wrestling is fantastic. That she is one of the top female, not even just female competitors, one of the top competitors in the world, and she wants to be here in the NWL, and she is making a statement right here to everybody watching here in Kansas City and all over the entire world that this is the place to be, and she's on the cusp of great things here, I believe.
And could this, we're all hoping that this could be the start of one of the hottest women's divisions here in the entire United States, and especially in Kansas City, is this matchup right here. So this means a lot to both competitors, both women wanting to pick up a huge victory here tonight. And Marty Bell looks like she might be on her way. What is she going for here? Rolling over into a sunset flip. She's got her shoulders down, only gets a 2 count. Mia Yim back up. Shotgun drop kick sends Marty Bell back into the corner.
Mia Yim's so strong. You're not going to pin Mia with a sunset flip. You got to do a little more damage to somebody with the caliber of Mia Yim.
Crowd solidly behind our backstage correspondent, now turned pro wrestler. Marty Bell rolls her up. This could be it too. Only gets a 2 count. And Mia Yim with a vicious side kick right to the face of Marty Bell.
Just goes to show you how powerful Mia Yim is. Marty had that pretty well scouted. She knows that Mia's going to be throwing those kicks, trying to get her hand up, but still Mia able to take a square right in the head.
Look at her messing with the much-loved curly mop there of Marty Bell.
Do you know who does Marty Bell's hair? You know that? It's Sideshow Bob. The Simpsons does Marty's hair sometimes.
I knew eventually you were going to get to the hair thing. Can't let it go ever, Christopher. You're unreal sometimes. Talk about my education. You seem to be obsessed with headwear and hair.
I'm as real as it gets there, Mr. Miller.
Hanging Marty Bell upside down in the tree of woe. This could get very real for Marty Bell in a second if Mia Yim is able to connect with this top rope stomp right to the face and head that she's been known to. She's picked up a lot of victories with this move. If she hits this could be over. Marty Bell throwing her off. What amazing strength by Marty Bell coming out of that tree of woe and throwing Mia Yim almost in a belly-to-belly suplex halfway across the ring.
Desperation move right there from Marty Bell. She has seen Mia win many more matches than we have with that particular move. She knew if she got her with that, then it was all over. Marty putting everything she has on the line right now. Can you imagine how embarrassing this would be for Marty Bell to lose this match, then have to come back to work here and interview people knowing that she lost the first match?
Clothesline. Look at Marty Bell, 2 nice clotheslines. Blocks a Mia Yim clothesline and a spinning forearm there. This could be it here. Going for a cover. 1, 2. Mia Yim able to get the left shoulder up just in the nick of time right after that roaring elbow. What is Mia Yim going for here? Deadlift German suplex. Drives her right into the canvas. Gets a 2 count. Nice bridge by Mia Yim, showing her own display of strength there with that deadlift German suplex. Going for some soul food there. Drives her into the canvas. Head first does Marty Bell. Marty Bell trying to pick up a victory. Hooks the leg. 2. And another near fall for Marty Bell.
These two women definitely putting it all on the line. Both of them know how important this matchup is for women's wrestling here in the Midwest.
There it is. Soul food connects with the face of Marty Bell.
That's going to be it for Marty.
This should be it. 1, 2. No, Marty Bell. Did she pull up? I think Mia Yim maybe wanting to add insult to injury here. Maybe could have put Marty away with that soul food, but instead pulls her up. Is she going for a here? Package pile driver maybe. No. Marty Bell fights her way out of it. Backdrops Mia Yim. I don't know if Mia Yim could have picked up the victory or not. Marty with a boot of her own. What is she going for here?
Got her.
Could be going for a sunset flip bomb. That could be it. 2, 3, and that's it. Marty Bell picks up her first victory and the first victory for women here in the NWL KC.
That's right. We got our own very own Susan B. Anthony right there. We have a victory for women. Was that a Dominican destroyer that she hit her with? I think it was. That's what I'm calling.